Okay, let's see if third time's a charm. I have a feeling I didn't go live on my page, so let's see if this works. There we are. I think all of my people on my regular Facebook page have probably got a bit of a shock, wondering what the hell I'm talking about. So let me just make sure. There, we've got one. There we go. Here we are. Excellent. Yay. I'm on. So send me a good. So just send me a comment so I can see that you're there. Say hi. Hi Kathy, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Hi Kat, welcome. Yes, phew. Never had that problem going live before. It's because I'm not in my normal little setup. I've decided to start today by actually saying hello. Hi Emma. I've hung up on you a couple of times, I'm sorry. I think I went live on my personal timeline rather than on the Stampin' Up Facebook page that I've got here. So anyway, hi Sue, welcome. I hope you've all got one of these with you, because that's what today is all about. It's our new catalogue, and I'm always super excited by a new catalogue anyway, as all of you guys know. But today is a little bit different, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Normally, I have my catalogue launch party at home, and which is great fun. You all come and craft, and we have a lot of fun and games. But obviously, that's not possible. One, because of COVID-19, but also because I'm much further away now. So even if we didn't have COVID-19, I wouldn't have been able to do a in-person event today. So before we get stuck into the catalogue, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a brief about how today's going to work and what the plan is. So hi Florence, bonjour. Whoops, there we go. See, that's my very fancy setup. I've got my phone propped up on some ink pads at the minute. I'll move it to my normal overhead shot when we get to the catalogue. So the plan for today, apart from having lots of fun, is I've got a number of things lined up. So first of all, for this live, I'm going to go through the catalogues. There's a couple of things I want to point out to you, apart from all the fantastic, gorgeous stuff. There's just a few key things just to help you navigate through that. And then throughout the day, there's going to be lots of stuff happening. So you'll have seen on the Facebook page that I'm planning to go live a few more times today. So I'm going to go live at 4 o'clock, and that's going to be a crafting session, and I'm going to be using the Field of Flowers stamp set and punch for that one. I'll show it to you in the catalogue as we go through. Then I'll be going live again at 6 o'clock. And that will be playing with the Beautiful World suite, and again I'll show you that in the catalogue. And then at 8 o'clock I'm going to go live, and that's the big deal today. So that's going to be our bingo night, which we haven't done before, but I'm hoping that it's going to be a bit fun and a bit of a laugh. So how it works is when this video is finished, I'm going to post. I'm just going to put up a post, and what you have to do is just pick any 5 numbers randomly from 1 to 25. It's totally up to you. They don't have to be different to what anybody else has. It's just whatever 5 numbers between 1 and 25 that you want. Comment into the post which 5 numbers you'd like, and I'll add them to my list. Then when we get to 8 o'clock, make sure you've written down your numbers and you remember what they are. And I will call numbers like a bingo. And as soon as every time I call a number, you type B or I or N. We just keep going through the comments. And as soon as you hit bingo, then you win a prize. So I'm giving away 3 prizes tonight. Each prize is a £20 voucher to spend in my online shop. So you can get hold of some of your favourite new goodies. And obviously during all of that, we'll have about 3 rounds of bingo, I think. And in between that, I'll be doing some crafting as well. I'll also be announcing the results of I'm going to have 2 sort of scavenger hunts today as well, because I know how much you guys love those scavenger hunts that we have at our normal events. So there's going to be 2. First of all, after this, there'll be a safari. So I'll post up what I want you to find, and then in the comments, just put the page number of where you see that image. for some of those images, there's more than one answer. So you can't just copy what everybody else has said. And then for the second one, it's a general scavenger hunt. So there's various images that I want you to find in the catalogue. And again, you just post the page number. So what's going to happen is when we get to 8 o'clock tonight is I'll randomly pick a winner from anyone who's gotten a correct answer. You'll get put in a draw and I'll randomly pick a winner. So we'll have some winners and they will all get some packs of embellishments from me. Also, during the day, I will randomly put up a post, which is a prize patrol. And the first 3 people, let's make it 3. The first 3 people who respond with yes, please, will get sent a pack of paper. So what I've done is I've taken all my retired designer series paper and I've cut it down into sort of like card front sizes. So if you win one of those prize patrols, then I'll send you just a random selection of card front size designer series paper, pre-cut so you can just stick them on the front of your card. So there's that. What else? Oh, also I'm having my usual prize draw. So the top prize for that is that you get to pick one of the kits from the new catalogue as the top prize. The second prize is a pack of the Honeybee Designer Series paper. I'll show you. This was one of the celebration items. It was very, very popular. And I know a few of you would quite like to have a pack of this, so I've kept it back. And that's going to be our second prize. And then our third prize is going to be, again, a celebration item, which was the Sending New Thoughts stamp set. So there's a number of ways to enter into the prize draw. Again, I'll put up a post later on, so you've got it there in writing of what we've got to do. So those of you who've done my events before will be familiar with this sort of stuff. So if you sign up as a demonstrator, you get 20 entries into the prize draw. And I'll be talking later about signing up. There's a great offer on at the moment. If you join my monthly stamp club, you get 10 points. And again, I'll talk to you about that later on during the day. If you place an order by Monday using the host code, special host code that I'm going to post up, you get 10 points. If you sign up for my paper share, which again, I'll tell you a little bit about later, you get 5 points. If you share this video or any of the other videos today, you get 3 points. So do please share the videos. I'd love to have as many people as possible throughout the day. Hi Amy, welcome. And then for commenting and interacting and all of that sort of stuff, you get an entry each time. So I'll put all of those entries together and then I will announce the winner on my Facebook Live next Tuesday. So that's a lot to take in, but I'll be popping up posts throughout the day just to remind you of those things, and I'll tell you a little bit more as we go through the catalogue. So now comes the tricky bit, the very technical bit. I have to transfer my phone from where it is there into my little thingy. So bear with me a minute. You might want to cover your eyes while I do this, and I will try not to give you a view of up my nose, or more importantly, cut you all off. So let's do that. There we go. So that means no up the nose shot. That's good. And then here we go. There we are. So there, you should be able to see that now. Hi, Kat. Thank you for sharing. Excellent. Right. So are we ready to go? I'm going to bring that down a bit so I can see. Okay. So, new catalogue. Doesn't come with these. These are my own. These are where I've highlighted the things that I would like. And as you can see, there's quite a lot. But I've already removed all of these because these are the bits that I got in my pre-order. Now, in my Facebook Live on Tuesday, I went through what I'd received. So I'm not going to go over that again, and we'll be using them during the day anyway with various bits and pieces. But a couple of things that I just wanted to show you. So first of all, here are our 5 new in colours. So here's the test. Let's see if I can remember what they are. It's Misty Moonlight, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, Just Jade, and Cinnamon Cider. These are really, really lovely colours. I'll be using them on various projects throughout today. but these are the ones that come in new, and they're with us for 2 years. Hi Anne, welcome. Second thing to show you is we've listed all of our suites. So a suite is a suite of products. So it's not just a bundle of a stamp set and a die. It's a whole collection of products, all sort of in the same theme. So it's stamps, dies, papers, embellishments, all that sort of stuff. But I'll show you those as we go through. Also, you can see that the catalogue's been organised into themes. So your all occasion stamp sets are here: love, thanks and support, kids and babies, birthday and artistic expression. Okay, and then all of our accessories are after page 140. The other thing to bear in mind is to look out for these two symbols. So this one is 10% off. So that means very often, so when we put together a stamp set and a die, or a stamp set and a punch, you get 10% discount by buying them together. And then anything with this little icon is a brand new item, so it's easy to see, because obviously not everything in this is brand new. Okay, then what's interesting here is that we've got a little section here which throughout the catalogue they've just given some information about various techniques. So heat embossing, masking, stamping off, two-step stamping. And it gives you the page number, and on that page number you will find some instructions. So this says two-step stamping on page 27. So if we go to page 27, here, there's my hair. So you'll see you've just got a little instruction box here, just giving you some details on how to do two-step stamping and what it is. So keep an eye out for those as you go through the catalogue. Right, then here, this is gorgeous. Let me just move my things out of the way. So here is just all of our colours, which are beautiful. And you can see that we just use various dies and punches, and all of these products are actually available in the catalogue. So this is one of the things that I love most about Stampin' Up! Is the colour coordination. So like that, the ink and the papers and the cardstock all tie together, and that makes it really, really easy to create a really pulled together look. And most of you know that I like fairly simple cards, so when there's not many elements on a card, it's really important that they all work well together. So the colour coordination really helps with that. And then we've just got an example of some of our punches and some of our dies here. I love this set. I'm going to be playing with this later on today. Okay, so then the first thing we look at is our kits. Okay, so kits are great if you're just starting out and you just don't know what to get, because these two kits in particular are all-inclusive kits, and they contain everything that you need to make these cards. You don't need to add, it's got your adhesive, your ink, your block, your stamp set, everything. So they're perfect. They also make great gifts. And they're also good even like for experienced crafters like us. They're great if you just want a quick card, or if you want to, if you're on the go and you want to take some stuff with you. And it's just all in a lovely box. So remember, the prize draw, the big prize draw, the top prize is that you get to pick one of these two kits absolutely free. Okay, which is fantastic. So bear that in mind. We've also got this gorgeous Posies kit, which doesn't include a stamp set. But it makes these beautiful cards, and then it tells you down here it's a coordinating stamp set and what kind of colours and other supplies that you'd need. So if you wanted this kit, you could order, and if you won and you wanted this kit, you could order this one. I haven't ordered that kit, but I've ordered this stamp set because I really, really, really like this one. I'm looking forward to playing with that one. And then we have, this isn't a kit, this is called a product medley. So these kits are designed to make specific cards, and they have all the bits and the instructions for those cards. Product medley is a little bit different. Product medley is just a collection of stuff that's all been designed to coordinate together, that then you can just create whatever you like with it. So it includes a stamp set, it includes dies, it's got some papers. I love the papers in this. This is using the new Misty Moonlight Blue. It's got some ribbons, some beautiful flower embellishments, lots of die cut embellishments and stuff. So this is a great kit just for creating whatever you like, but there's no specific projects to be used for this one. It's up to you. It's all totally down to your own imagination. So then we come to our first suite. So this is what I was saying to you, is that we have the flowers for every season suite, and that includes a number of things. Now, if you love everything that's in this suite, we have this feature whereby instead of, so there's a stamp set, a punch, there's paper, there's memories and more card packs and envelopes, there's shaker domes, there's ribbon, there's gems, and there's Stampin' blends. And if you love all of that, then rather than having to order each one thing, you just use the single item code here. Okay, the 154132. And that just means entering one code and you get the whole lot. Okay, and then you can see here, we've got the designer series paper, and it also tells you what colours are the main colours in this suite. So these are the new ink colours that I was telling you about, and these are the papers. I went through these at my Facebook Live on Tuesday, as I said, because I have these, and I'm still on the fence with them because some of the flower patterns are a little bit not really my thing, but I love some of the plainer sides of them, and I love the colours. But we will be playing with this, the Jar of Flowers stamp set and punch later on today, probably at bingo night tonight. Okay. Also, we've got, as part of this suite, we've also got the Celebrate Sunflowers bundle. So that's this gorgeous stamp set and some coordinating dies. Okay, so you can see there's your 10% off pieces there. Alrighty, and then also we've got another little feature here, which is various points throughout the catalogue. It's got Shop the Project, and it just suggests other items that have been used on some of these projects here. So don't forget, one of the best things about this catalogue, apart from the actual products that are in it, is that it is just jam-packed full of ideas and inspiration for the projects or for the products. So it's always worth a look at. You could spend all your year just copying what's in the catalogue. So these are items that we've already got. Okay, I just wanted to mention the painted poppies. So this was a bundle in our spring-summer catalogue. And very unusually for Stampin' Up, they've carried over the bundle. Normally what happens is they carry over the individual items, but they take away the 10% discount. So this is still here, and this is going to be my next online class. So I'm going to run a class for this at the beginning of July. So watch out for that one, okay? And then the same with the Peaceful Moments stamp set and dies. This is remaining as a bundle, which is really, really good. You can still get your hands on this at the 10% discount. You can see the Under My Umbrella stamp set is still here. And again, another bundle that's carried over is the Timeless Tulips, which is great. Then the next new bundle that we've got is this Lovely You bundle, and I should be playing with this one later. And what I love most about this is this punch, which gives you 6 different options for little labels and sentiment strips. So we'll look out for that one. That's really good. And then we've got the World of Good suite. Now this is just stunning, absolutely gorgeous. And I should be playing with this this afternoon at this evening in the 6 o'clock Facebook Live. So again, you've got your main code to order everything, or you can order each thing individually. And then again, you can see here's the designer series papers, which are gorgeous, and the colours that go with it. And then the beautiful stamp set and dies. So I said we'll be playing with that a bit later on. And then we've got some new stamp sets here. Keep going. I love this new stamp set here. It's gorgeous. I love these leaves. And this is quite a nice masculine set. So again, with Father's Day coming up, these are really quite cool. Then we have another new bundle. I love this bundle. This is the Right Triangle. So what this is, it doesn't seem like much here, is that the dies are a collection of nested stitched triangles, so different types of triangles. So you've got right angle triangles, you've got equilateral triangles that make like a banner, so you've got different shaped triangles. And I think these are going to be really fantastic for creating gorgeous geometric patterns on our cards. And then obviously you've got the stamp set here, which coordinates, so you stamp that and then the die will cut it out. But I think this is going to be fantastic. If you're a scrapbooker, it's great. But I think we're going to have a lot of fun with masculine cards with this one. So this is next on my list of things to get. Next, let's have a look. So this is another new one, which is Today's Tiles. I'll be perfectly honest, it's not really my cup of tea, but it's a 2-step stamping. And I've seen some nice projects with it, but it's not really my thing. Then we've got our next suite, which is Playful Pets. And I think this is just a really, really fun suite. Now, I don't have cats or dogs, but I think if you do, then this is a great product for you because you've got the cat and the dog in here, and the paper is just so bright. This bundle here, again, I'm not a big fan of mosaic and that kind of look, but I love this stamp set. So I have this stamp set that's really, really gorgeous. And that would be one of my top picks for you to get is that particular stamp set. A new stamp set to go with our umbrella punch, which is great. And then there's this bundle here, which is the main thing I like about this is the die. So it cuts out this aperture for the happy, which is fantastic. And then you've got your balloons and lots of borders and fun stuff on that. So I'm looking forward to playing with that one. Okay, this is a nice sweet little one. I like this one. Where you can create these lovely little scenes and stuff. It's kind of cool. This basket of blooms. This one here, I think this is just so cute. I love this hippo happiness with the unicorn and the hippo and everything else. It's just very, very sweet. And here's I remember a few weeks ago, Anne, you said we need a fluttering by to say hi sentiment, and there it is. So again, this would go at any stamp set that you've got butterflies. This would be perfect for it. Because don't forget, you can mix and match your sentiments between different sets. I like this stamp set here. I particularly like these praying hands. And then we've got the Blossoms in Bloom stamp set and bundle and die. And I had a play with this on Tuesday, just with the stamp set, and I made this lovely card using a bit of watercolouring kind of technique. And I think this is going to be a great set. And this is going to be one of my new online classes. So once it goes live, then when you purchase the bundle, you get the online class for free, which would be great. Next up is I love this with the big letters and then the words that go with it. It's really, really cool. This is a gorgeous set for colouring. Beautiful little, so if you have the trio of tags dies, then this is designed to go with that, which is great. You've got a globe set here, some nice borders. I'm just flying through these because I have no doubt that you guys will flick through these at your leisure. I just want to point out some key things. So again, we've got some Christmas stuff in here, which is always a bit fun for those of you who like to craft early for Christmas. And then our next suite is the Ornate Garden Suite. So this was out, you were able to pre-order this during May, so some of you may have it already. And again, it's got some beautiful, if you like ornate kind of dies and stuff, there's two stamp sets and die sets. So you've got some sentiments here, and I really like this sentiment set, and then some great images here for colouring. Let's just keep going. But again, you can see all the way through here, there's just tons and tons and tons of ideas and inspiration. So again, here you've got a new stamp set and the coordinating dies. So again, if you like your colouring, you can just colour out that image that's beautifully done, and then you can die cut it, which is great. But again, here you can see you've got a little sample, and then they tell you what colours they've been using with it, which is really helpful. Let's see, what else? Big stuff. I love this one. I do a lot of thank you cards, so I like this one. This isn't just a thank you card, it's a hug with a fold in the middle. That's really cool. And then this is one of our distinctive stamp sets, which gives that kind of watercoloured effect simply with one impression. So you got the pear and the artichoke, which is really nice. And then you've got this cool little one, which is a punch, which is in a postage stamp shape, except it's a rectangle, and then it coordinates with these images. So that's kind of sweet. I like that one. Hi Terry, welcome. Now this is one of my favourites. I love the colour scheme of this Peony Garden Suite. The petal pink, the grey granite and the basic grey, and the paper as well. The designs in that, I don't have the paper yet, but the designs in that are just so gorgeous. So I love this one. And again, you've got that beautiful big image, which because it's distinctive and it's got the shading and everything in it already, it makes it really easy to colour. Because a lot of the shading's kind of done for you already, and you've got the coordinating die. So that is a fantastic little suite there. I really like that. And there again, again, if you're looking for inspiration about colour combinations, which I know a lot of you have difficulty with, I think most of us do from time to time, and here you can just, lots of ideas about possible colour combinations. We've got a nice little, just a texture set there. They're always good to have. Love this one. You are my sunshine. P.S. I love you. You got this. I love the font and the size of these. And then we've got another bundle. So this is stamp set and die. So he's got some cocktails, coffee, cookies, chocolate. Really, really versatile for just some fun projects on that one. Let's have a look. What else? Love these little guys here. They're gorgeous, little monkey. And then this suite, which is the Whale of a Time. Again, you've got this gorgeous designer series paper. Now, I'm not huge into sort of sea-themed stuff, but I really like this, and I love this little whale. I think he's just so cute. And I like the sentiments, like you're kind of a big deal, thanks a ton, well done, very punny. I like a good pun, me, so I really like that one. And then this stamp set here, I've already got this. So whilst it's called a grand kid, and a lot of it seems to be about grandchildren, it's not really. It's very, very versatile, and some cool fonts and sentiments on there. So I really like that. Nice little, cute little vehicle stamp set. And then this one, the Playing with Patterns. Again, love this suite. So again, I love the papers on here. I think the patterns are fantastic. Really unusual colour combination. I'd never put Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy and Purple Posy together. Just wouldn't do it. Now, for me, the stamp set is okay, but what I love is the dies. It's beautiful alphabet dies. They're a nice size, nice font, and again we've got 2 A's, 2 E's. I think we've got 2 P's if I remember rightly. Yeah, 2 P's. So for example, if you want to do happy, you can do it all in one go. That's great. That's definitely, even if you don't like the stamp set and you don't get the bundle, it's definitely worth investing in the die set, because it's easy. Then you can do customized cards and stuff. And again, I love this. I love this stamp set here. It's just some really big, bold fonts, and especially the little bit late birthday, because I'm usually late with my birthday cards, as I'm sure a lot of crafters are, because by the time you realise it's somebody's birthday, then you have to make the card, and then you have to send the card, and it never gets there on time. So, hi Susan, welcome. And then look at these guys. Look at these. They're just so gorgeous and cute. They kind of remind me, if you remember, we had the pandas a few years ago, and then we had the chickens. I think these are just some cute little, I just, like I say, they just make me smile looking at them, and I love this little stamp set. And then this one here with the goat, I think is just cool. Happy birthday, you old goat. I know quite a few people who I could put that on a card too. So these are just, again, just sort of very whimsical, make you smile kind of cards. And again, you can see Shop the Project gives you the supplies they've used to make this card here. You've got senior years. So again, got nice images and some retirement and older aged sentiments, which is cool. And then we've got our next suite, which is the Forever Greenery. And again, this is one of my favourites. I love the stamp set that goes with this. It's gorgeous. We'll be playing with this later on. And it has a die set with it. So the die just has so many sort of leaves and flourishes, and it cuts out all of these images and then some other images besides. So this is super. I love this. I think this is great. This one here I really, really like. I'm intrigued by. And it's for creating like sort of sunsetty images. I think this is really good, especially if you don't really like blending and stuff. I think this is super. So that's on my list. This is a cute little stamp set. Let's see what else. These are, this one, the Field of Flowers. This is just gorgeous. It's so bright and happy and cheerful, and there's just going to be so much that we can do with this. So this is what I'm going to be playing with when I go live at 4 o'clock. So keep an eye out for that one. So it's got the coordinating punch, which just cuts out these teeny tiny little flowers, which are absolutely gorgeous. So keep your eye out for that one. Then we've got 2 new bundles here. We've got the Bird and Branches, and we've got the All Things Fabulous. Now I love, this one's really pretty, but I love this one. Absolutely love this one. This has got some 2 to 3 step stamping, so you can create these gorgeous flowers, and then you've got the beautiful dies to cut them all out. I love this set, and I think this is probably going to be another of my online classes when I get around to it. And again, you've got the instructions here that give you some color combinations, and suggestions for how to, what colours to use for which layers, which is really useful. And then we have this, again, another beautiful, beautiful suite of products. Love the papers here, which are all sort of wood and textile textures, really, really gorgeous. We made a card with this on Tuesday, which was this one using the flowers. Those of you who were with me on Tuesday will remember that I was using this with a die, and it ended up looking like a tombstone, so we scrapped that and we went with this instead. But I love these feathers here, but again, there's just lots to do with this one for masculine cards and all sorts of cards, so this is a really good one. And again, here we've just got a little tip. Keep your eye out, because there's lots of little hints and tips throughout the catalogue on various little things that you can do. We've got the fancy phrases, which has a new tag. It's a punch that goes with it. This I love. I think this is a great all-round set. You can't beat a good wreath on a card, and it's a great size. It's kind of like it's a great focal point, but you've got the ability to cut out flowers and pears and Easter eggs and hearts. So you can kind of do it Christmas, you can do autumn, you can do spring, you can do, I think you've got Valentine's Day, you could do it for Mother's Day. You've got all sorts of possibilities with this. And of course, you've got the die, which then cuts out all the different elements to put on your wreath. So this is a super, super set. Again, potentially another online class. The tombstone, not the tombstone, the coffin. Yes, Terry, the coffin would be perfect for Halloween. And don't you worry, it'll be out at Halloween. You can be absolutely sure. Again, some more colour palette ideas. And then this one. So again, this is just so bright and vibrant. I love the colours on these papers. Now again, these are the kinds of papers where if you put the whole thing on your card, it kind of be a bit whoa. But I think these are the sorts of things that just little hints and strips and pieces of them on your card just really make your card pop. These are really gorgeous poppy colours. And then you've got this great stamp set and a coordinating die. And what I particularly like is that you've got the curved sentiments, which again is just a little bit different, and then the die cuts it out. So I'm still on the fence with this, because I'm not 100%, this die, the main die is not my thing, but I would be wanting it for the banner, and I would use the banner more than anything else. And I do like this image. It's really, really nice. And then we've got this one. Again, so it's for creating sort of like plaid check patterns. Two dies that kind of layer together, which is kind of cool. But I particularly like the stamp set. Again, love the fonts. Got some nice masculine fonts, masculine sentiments in there, which is great. Fantastic. We've got some lovely new little nature-inspired stamp sets there, which are really pretty. Again, images like this make it easy to colour, because you can see where all the shading should be. And it helps you out with it anyway. Okay, so it gives you kind of a bit of guidance as to where your colour should go. Some texture, and then we've got this. I love this, particularly, to be honest, it's the Hello Handsome that gets me on this stamp set. I love this. Have you ever loved a stamp set just for one image, so you keep going back to it and saying, can I justify getting it? Hi Diane, welcome. You're zooming as well. Very, very multitasky of you. Hope you're having fun. So yeah, I'm sure all of you have done that, or a die set where you just love one die, but you kind of think, oh, can I justify it just for that one image? So this is one where I'm kind of on the fence at the moment, because I know that I'll use that, and I know that I'll use those two, but I'm not sure about the others, so I'll have to have a little think. And then we've got some new background stamps. I love the camouflage. It's kind of, I like the fact they've done it in pink there. We've got a stone, and then we've got this dry brush one here, which is kind of like wood, which is really, really nice. So that's all the new stamps and dies and punches and bundles, which is great, but there's more. So now we move on to all of our stamps, inks, papers, and all of those things. So you can see we've got all of our colour collections, and then you can just order you know, cardstock, the ink pad, the ink refill, and whatever blends go with it. So it's really easy to see. Make sure you've got your coordinating colours, and then down here are your ink colours. Okay. And then we've got our cardstock. So you can buy the cardstock individually, a pack of each colour, or you can buy the collections of the different brights, regals, neutrals and subtles. We've got our lovely new In Colour Designer Series paper. So that's just an assortment of very neutral patterns, but in the colours. So that's always handy to have. We've got our markers, and we've got our watercolour pencils. And then we've got our storage solution here. Okay. And then there's a couple of things on this page that I just want to point out to you that you need to be aware of. One is just here. Okay, so I've got, you'll have seen me plenty of times using my Aqua Painter, okay, for various colouring projects. So basically you've got the water in the barrel and it comes out through the brush, okay, which is really cool. So they've retired now, and they've been replaced by this pack here of 3 water painters. And what's really nice is that you've got a fine tip, a medium tip. So basically these normally come in a 2-pack. One's a fine tip, one's a medium. To be perfectly honest, I don't really make much difference between the two, but you can see there's quite a big difference. And then you've got this, which gives a much wider image, and I think that just gives you a lot more options when you're doing your watercolouring, and I think I'm going to enjoy playing with these, so keep your eye out for those. And the other thing that I want to point out to you, which I was really excited when I saw, is this. Now, most of you here are experienced. Terry, we don't do the paper in 12 by 12 anymore. They stopped that. No, you can't buy it individually anymore. You can only buy it in the assortments. They stopped that a couple of years ago because it just wasn't selling enough as individual colour, just as the bundles. But yes, this is the bit I'm really excited about. I know many of us have had conversations with you guys kind of when you were starting out about what colours to start out with, and that was one of the first big decisions you have to make as a new stamper is what colours do I want. And the ink pads, whilst they're fantastic value and they last forever and they're great, they are a little bit pricey if you're trying to build your collection. So this is a collection of 8 of our little Stampin' spots. So they're an inch square. And we used to carry a collection like this, and I've always said I wish they would come back, because if you're a new stamper, this is perfect because it gives you a great range of colours that will cover most of what you're going to need for starting out and most of the way through your crafting. So you've got your basic grey, you've got your Coastal Cabana as a blue, you've got your Daffodil Delight as a yellow, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, which is a beautiful bright green, Real Red, and Shaded Spruce. So again, you've got your green and red for Christmas, you've got stuff for flowers, you've got your yellow, which is good for autumn. You can blend your yellow and your red together for orange. So it's just a great little selection, and it's a lot less expensive than buying 8 full-sized ink pads. And then, as I say, it's just, I'm really, really pleased about that. So if you're a new stamper, perfect way to start. Then we get to our Designer Series papers. And we've seen most of these through the catalogue, okay? And again, what you'll see is each one will tell you what the coordinating colours are for each one of them. But don't forget that I'm doing my paper share again this year, which I always do. So basically what you'll be able to do is to get a quarter pack of each one of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different new Designer Series paper. So where it's a 12 by 12 paper, I basically cut it into quarters and you get a quarter share. So the price for that is, I want to say £30, including postage. So to buy all of these would cost more than over £100. But this way you get a great selection, and it comes to you packaged as 6 by 6, which is again much easier to store and use. And don't forget that if you sign up for my paper share, you get 5 entries into the prize draw. So I will post a link with all of the details about how to sign up for that paper share. You need to do it by the end of June, so that I can, I think it's the 15th of June. I'll check the date on my website. I should have checked these details before I came on. How poorly prepared am I? So anyway, I'll post up the link with all of the details, and basically I will send them out to you in early July. Okay, so that's a really good way to just get your hands on quite a good selection of the papers rather than having to buy them all. Then next, a couple of things on here. So we've got these little mini paper pumpkin boxes. So they're cute. I've ordered some of these. They're really nice. And then we've got our acetate card boxes here, which are the same size as our normal card fronts. But then you've got these little 3x3 little ones as well for making little note cards. So that's kind of cool. And then we've got two things down here. So we've got this new sort of velveteen paper pack, and we've got our rainbow glimmer paper. So if you sign up to my paper share, you get a quarter pack of the glimmer paper as well. So that's really cool. Actually, no, you get half a pack because there's only 2 sheets in a pack. Okay. And then we've got our memories and more. So again, these are you've got your envelopes, you've got the cards. Again, these are great for scrapbooking. Terry, look for these. But also they're sized to fit card fronts. So I've done various projects before where I've just used them for card fronts and things like that. They're really, really gorgeous. But they do include not just the cards, but they do include embellishments and things like that. So this one coordinates with the World of Good suite, and this one coordinates with the Flowers for Every Season. So you can see you've got some die cut pop outs here for happy eating. So they're designed for cards as well as scrapbooking. And then we've got our embellishments. So some new ones we've got are these cute little gold hoops. They are not earrings. They're designed to go with the greenery suite to be making little wreaths and things. What else is new? We've got our little butterfly gems. We've got these little antique corners and like little sliders, buckles, which is cool. We've got these gems here, which are in clear petal pink and white. So they're really pretty. And then we've got some little gilded gems down here. So we've got, I love these gems here, the flats. So these are green and white. They're lovely. These are like shaker domes. These go with the Jar of Love bundle. So I've got some of these on the way. I should be making some cards with that. Got again some lovely sequins from that Whale of a Time suite. But again, the colours are just cool. We've got some little bones and hearts. That's the Playful Pets. What else we've got? The Artistry Bloom. So these are all stuff that kind of goes with a lot of our suites. Okay. And then here we've just got our bone folder, our take your pick tool, and our snips, which are all great little tools. Then we've got our new ribbons. So some of them you've seen before, some of them are brand new. You've got the new in colour. I love these little grosgrain ribbons, they're cool. I have some of this suede trim, which is beautiful. What else? Oh, we've been using this ribbon. Where is it? This is a 3-pack, but here's the gingham ribbon, which is in this is the Just Jade colour. So this is really pretty. And then my favourite, which I've got on the way, is this beautiful grey shimmer ribbon. This goes with the Peony suite, but I just love the colour of this. Absolutely gorgeous. So lots of cool ribbons on there. And then on the adhesives, so we've got a few new adhesives. Hi Lynn, welcome. So we've got a few new adhesives here, which is kind of cool. So first thing is we've got some adhesive sheets. So this is if you want to die cut out like detailed dies and stuff, you can use this. Well, I've used them before, and they're really just very, very useful for intricate dies, because what you do is you just stick your cardstock to the adhesive, then you die cut it, and then basically you're creating a sticker, which is really, really cool. Snail has gone away as a glue, so these won't be available anymore. They're being replaced by Stampin' Seal, which is another tape runner, and it works the same way. It's slightly different, but it's designed to work better. A lot of people have difficulty with Snail because in areas where there's a lot of humidity, the adhesive doesn't work or doesn't last very long. So the new adhesive is designed to work better in humid environments. Now, for me, where I am, it makes no difference. But I'm a liquid glue girl all the way. You guys know that. But they work the same way in that you buy the unit and then you can just buy the refills. Okay. And then you've got Stampin' Seal Plus, which is just a much stronger version of the Stampin' Seal. So this is good for your 3D projects where you need it really, really stuck tight. Then we've got some foam adhesive sheets. So again, for cutting out stuff, It's foam with adhesive on the back, so they've used it here for the letters. So again, when you're die cutting and things like that, you can get something that's immediately got a bit of dimension, and it's also got stuff stuck on the back, so that's really kind of cool. And then we've got this cling adhesives. So again, that's just something that you could use to add to the back of your stamps to convert them to cling. So if you've got rubber stamps that don't have that won't cling to a block, that don't already have a backing on it, then if you just add it to the back of them, then it allows you to do that. So that's kind of cool. I don't have any stamps like that, so not that relevant to me. And then, so then we've got our punches, and we've got our Stamparatus, obviously, great little tool. We've got our punches, and then here you'll see we've got all details of all of the bundles. So this is where punches are bundled with stamp sets. So it's a great way to just see them all in one place. So you can see, you know, throughout the catalogue it tells you. But here you get just a much better picture of what the punch is. And again, more ideas for your cards, which is really kind of cool. And then we've got some big news. So Stampin' Up! Are bringing out their own die cutting machine. Now, it's not available yet, and we're still not 100% sure when it will be available, but it operates a little bit like, it operates just like a Big Shot, and it's just Stampin' Up's own machine. Now, don't worry, all of your Stampin' Up! Dies will work in whatever die cutting machine you do have, okay? So if you've got a Big Shot, don't worry about it. The thing here is that they've introduced two. You've got standard sized one and you've got the mini one. What I like about them, which I used to have a Catalogue before I had my Big Shot, and one of the things I loved most about my Catalogue was that the sides folded in. So when I wanted to put it away somewhere, it was much, much neater, where the Big Shot's kind of a bit hefty, takes up quite a bit of room. So this is a standard sized one, and then you've got the little mini, which is about half the width. So again, it's cool for if you're going somewhere and you want to take a machine with you, or if you just want to die cut little bits and pieces, it's really, really handy. And they've introduced some new embossing folders, which are designed to go through the skinnier slot. So you can see this is just all of the cutting plates and pads that are associated with it. So when that comes out, I'll tell you more about it. I don't know much just yet because I don't own it, haven't seen it. But when it does, I'll tell you all about it. And then we have all of our die bundles. So we've got quite a lot of them. But again, you can just get much sort of bigger pictures of the actual, so the focus here is on the dies rather than the stamp set, as you can see. Okay, so you can just see the dies a little bit bigger. You can see we've got quite a few pages of them. And it keeps on going. And there we go. And then what we've got here is basically just dies. So you can see what it'll tell you here is it'll tell you if it coordinates with the stamp set, what stamp set it goes with. But if it's in here, it means it's not bundled with that stamp set. So for example, the All Dressed Up dies in the Spring Summer catalogue were bundled with the Dress to Impress stamp set, but not anymore. But the individual products are still available. And then you'll see here where it's got this little mini symbol that tells you that everything in it will work on your mini stamping machine if you've got it. Okay, so all of these items will go through. So you can see all of our layering dies, which are the absolute staple. If you don't get any of these other dies, you need to get some layering shapes. They will all work. Okay, so you see we've still got huge numbers of dies, enormous range. And the stitched shapes dies. If again you're new to crafting, or you're just starting out with die cutting, this is the first die set that you should buy, because it's got your square, your circle and your oval in some great sizes, and you'll use it. You guys have seen it. I use this set all the time. It's excellent value for that one. It's a brilliant set. So you don't have to buy a whole set of circles or squares or ovals to just get a range that'll still layer. These ones have the standard circle, and they've also got a scalloped, but they work with this set as well. So this is a great set, great starter die set. And then we've got some new embossing folders. So here you can see the dark green ones are the mini ones. So these ones here. Don't know why they've made that one dark green. I've got some of them we've already got. So you've just got some beautiful, the dandelion. There's some beautiful new folders. Let me grab them for you actually, because you can see it in the catalogue, but you can't tell it on the video. So you've got this old world embossing paper. I'll be playing with this later, but look at this. Look at the texture that you get on that. That's absolutely gorgeous. And actually, we used it on Tuesday for this card. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then we've got this other one, which is the Tasteful Textile. And again, it's just got a lovely subtle, so it's a bit more defined than my favourite embossing folder of all time, the subtle embossing folder, which is still in here, which is great. But again, just a lovely texture, which gives you the texture of basically textile. So I love these two. These are absolutely fantastic, and I definitely recommend these two. Okay, we're nearly there, guys, nearly there. And then we get to the host section. So if you're placing an order with me, okay, when you do so, make sure to use the host code that I'll post up, okay? And when you do that, I'll send you a free gift, okay? But if your order is going to be over £150, then don't. Because when an order reaches £150, Stampin' Up! Is going to give you 10% to spend in the catalogue of credits, okay? So you can use it to buy these sets here, which are reduced in rate, but you can only buy them with Hostess pounds, okay? I love these guys. These are absolutely beautiful. Or you can spend them on anything else in the catalogue. Now, for the month of June, if your order goes above £200, okay, then you get an extra £20 in Stampin' Up! Credits. So if you had an order of £200, ordinarily you'd get £20 in Hostess points for you to spend in the catalogue. But during June, you'll get £40, so you get £20 extra. So that's a really good deal. So if your order is going to be a bigger one, I would say to you, if your order is going to be above £100, think about signing up as a demonstrator, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But if that's not for you, then if your order is going over £150, do not use my host code, because otherwise you'll lose all these credits. Do it yourself and get all the credits for yourself. And if it goes above £200, you get an extra £20. So if you're putting in an order that's like for £160 or £170, it's worth putting it up to the 2 to get your extra 20. Okay. And then there's always the option to join my team. So joining Stampin' Up! Is a great thing to do. And I think a lot of you ladies who are here with me today are on my team. And I think you'll agree. So if you agree, leave a comment telling me why you like being a part of Stampin' Up! Susan, I've just seen your comment that says the paper share is 30th of June. Thank you very much for the clarification. Well done. I've always got you guys watching out for me. Thank you. So when you join Stampin' Up, okay, first things first, it's the best deal you're ever going to get, because you get to pick £130 worth of stuff for just £99. So just straight away there on its own, that's a great deal. Okay. For the month of June, when you sign up, you get your £130 for £99, but you also get to pick any die or punch bundle in the catalogue that you want. So for example, right, if you wanted, I'm just trying to look, there's one here. So for example, the Blossoms in Bloom bundle here, right, is £55.75. If you sign up during June, in addition to the £30 extra that you get to pick this for free. I mean, that's £80 worth of free stuff. You just can't go wrong with it. The other thing is then that once you've signed up, is that any orders you place after that, you get 20% discount on. Excellent. If you're worried about, having to meet minimums or make sales or hold parties or do Facebook Lives or any of that sort of stuff, don't. There's absolutely no requirement to do any of that. And again, if my team are out there, if you could just let the guys know who are watching, right? You can just join up and just be a discount shopper. Just take your discount. In order to stay active, there is a minimum of orders or sales or order value that you need to place every 3 months. But if you don't do that, okay, nothing happens. It's all very simple. You just stop being a demonstrator. There's no email, there's no reminder, there's no pushing you to make your quarterly minimum or any of that stuff. You just stop being a demonstrator. Very, very easy. And the best bit is that once you stop, there's nothing to stop you from starting up again. So you could just not use it and then at a later date sign up another time. And again, a lot of the ladies on there who are on my team have done this. They've dropped and signed over the years, and it's totally flexible. Now, if you want to do videos and whole classes and do all of that stuff, absolutely you can do that, and I'll support you 100% of the way. But if you don't, that's cool with me too. And in fact, most of my team are just hobby demos who just love the stuff and love to get it at a discount. And the other benefit that you get is anyone who's on my team, now that I've started doing online classes, anyone who's on my team can have the online classes for free. So normally an online class costs £10 for access to the online materials. And if you're on my team, you get access to that for free. So every single online class that I do, you just get into it. So that's a great little perk. And I think for me, one of the nicest things about being part of Stampin' Up is just that you get to know other people and you get to be a part of something, a larger community all around the world of people who love what you love. And it's really fantastic fun to be part of that. There you go, Emma. Emma says it. She drops and signs all the time. It's a no-brainer if you're going to spend £99 or more. Absolutely it is. Absolutely no-brainer. And like I said, it's entirely up to you how much or how little you want to do with that. And again, during June, the option to pick whatever die bundle you want is up like that. That most expensive one is £55. You just get that for free. You just can't go wrong. So I will, again, I'll post a link to that for you so that you can think about that and sign up. And if you sign up as a demo, then you'll get 20 entries into the prize draw. Okay, now nearly there. So at the end then, if you know the name of the stamp set that you're looking for, and sometimes we do, we've got an alphabetical index of the stamp set, which is always handy, okay? And then, this is always useful to me until I get to know my catalogue, is it just tells you if you're looking for, so your adhesives, your hair, your rhinestones, it tells you what page, so you can easily find your bits and pieces, okay? So there we have the new 2020-21 annual catalogue. I hope you've been going along with me with your catalogue. If not, take the time to go through it, enjoy it, tick, sign, do whatever it is that you like to do to highlight the bits that you want. If you haven't got a catalogue and you'd like one, then leave me a comment below and I'll arrange to get one out to you, okay? Because you've got to have this. This is going to last you all year. It will become very well thumbed throughout the year, and hopefully you will be able to tick off some bits as you go through it. So that's the catalogue. As I say, there's lots happening today. You'll need this for the safari and the scavenger hunt, which should be starting, the safari should be starting any minute now. I'll post the links to what I've talked about today. Enjoy the safari hunt, and I will see you again at 4 o'clock when we're going to just have some live crafting with the Field of Flowers stamp set and coordinating punch. Thanks very much, everybody, and I'll see you in about an hour. Bye.